To whoever will listen, your son has Krabbe disease. There is no cure, and it is terminal. Those were the words that two scared parents heard November 1st, 2018. For what seemed like minutes, I went numb. Imagine a gut punch to your brain, when instant sadness consumes your body, your mind, and your soul. Unless you have ever been in my position, you will never understand the heartache of hearing that your child is dying, that you can do nothing to stop it, that you can't protect them from the inevitable. I was alone and I was lost. I turned to Google and read the words on the screen and became sick to my stomach. Krabbe disease is not an easy read. There are no happy endings. Amongst all the things I continued to read about, one organization kept popping up on my screen. Hunter's Hope. Jim and Jill Kelly. Hunter Kelly. Hunter's Hope. Every story I read, everything that popped up kept leading me to Hunter's Hope. It was on the web that I learned of Hunter's story, of other children just like Hunter, other parents just like me, whose children were battling Krabbe disease. As soon as we told Bryce's story to the world, social media did its thing. Families came from far and wide to lend an ear, or advice, or I knows. Ironically, all those families had a connection to Hunter's Hope. Bryce's rare and terminal disease had fast-tracked us into a family we never knew we had. Hunter's Hope's families that lost children years ago, just recently, or who were living with their own children's battle, soon became our social media pen pals, lifting us up with words of encouragement, commenting on Bryce's photos because our son had that same facial expression, same open mouth, same cry, same stare as their child once had. Bryce was our child, but he was in that moment their child too. Our son was living with the disease that had taken their child's life. Bryce was a way for a mother to see their son again, if just for a picture that reminded them of their kid's battle. Bryce soon became the face of Krabbe disease here in our home state of Indiana. Soon after we told his story, Bryce Harlan Clausen became the inspiration behind Senate Bill 41, also known as Bryce's bill. Bryce led the charge and went undefeated in both the House and Senate in record time, and was the first bill signed into legislation that year. A few days later, after attending the ceremonial signing, which was surrounded by friends and family, Bryce Clausen passed away in his sleep. His battle was over, and he was finally Krabbe free. Just 2 months later, two broken-hearted parents drove to a small ski resort near Buffalo, where we met our new family. A new world of friends and people just like us. People who, for the first time since that diagnosis and Bryce's passing, truly knew what we were going through. They understood us from just a glance. They knew what our tears meant. We too saw Bryce's face in some of the children there. We listened to other parents and caregivers tell stories that sounded just like ours. We realized that we were in a safe place. These people were us, just from different cities with different names, but they were us. Their pain was the same. Their feelings felt just like ours. Hunter's Hope has given me hope. Hunter is Bryce. I am Jim Kelly and Matt Emery, and so many other fathers who have lost their child to this terrible disease. Bryce, like Hunter, is leaving a legacy behind. I told the Kellys at our first symposium that I want to come back, but I hope I never have to. I hope that someday Hunter's Hope doesn't have to lead the charge to cure this disease, and it simply becomes a place where all of us, who never wanted this new family, only come together to talk and laugh. That someday there won't be doctors telling us about clinical trials and new medicines, because someday Hunter and Bryce, and all other rare warriors will be the reason we find a cure and no other babies or families have to live the nightmare that I have. Hunter's hope, I am forever grateful for you finding us, for helping us put back together our shattered hearts, for giving me reason to continue on. I love my Hunter's Hope family, and I will live my remaining days fighting to help end this disease. I am no longer alone. I am begging you to help in any way you can, not for me, but for Bryce.